Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart, can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
Happy Money Mondays, motherfuckers. Welcome to the Pressure Podcast, everybody.
Give me a hell yeah!
We are back after a hiatus at TikTok, live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Cole.
LeBron, what's up, people?
Rated M for Millennials. Today we're back on YouTube. We're going to continue our regular schedule. You'll catch us on TikTok on off days like tomorrow night, just to throw in some debates, but this is to be the main podcast. This is when we're going to be covering most of the main things here. As we know, today's Monday. We don't have much football to talk about. We will talk about the Senior Bowl. We will cover that. But first, we have to cover the association. So, during our podcast on Saturday, our live, one of our regular viewers, shout outs to E-Man, he threw a bombshell on us. Luka and LeBron are basically teammates. Said no referee ever.
Finish him!
But it was just a bomb that we just didn't expect. We thought it was fake. Probably the most unexpected trade of all time. No, it is the most unexpected trade of all time. This is one of the biggest trades of all time. One of the most unusual trades of all time, and it was completely out of left field. Just nobody saw that coming. Then as the night was going down, then we saw that De'Aaron Fox got traded to the Sacramento Kings. So
No, it's San Antonio.
San Antonio. So Hollywood's newest star just arrived. He looks like he might play this Saturday. Luka and Doncic and LeBron put together. It's going to be referee's whistle's final boss. But what does this mean for LeBron and the Lakers? You're hearing rumors here that he might get traded, might not. What are you thinking? What should the Lakers do? Because they can't contend just like this. They're still going to be deadly. They're going to be one of the top offenses in the league by default. So a team that can't keep up with them will not, contend in a 7-game series. But the teams that can will put up a fight. So what are you thinking over here?
So I think they lost an anchor, so they need to find an anchor. It's tough to say because it's like, yeah, it could work, but it's not going to work all the way It's not going to work all the way to the finals. I don't think it's enough to beat OKC. I don't. I mean, everybody has their their own opinion on that, but I don't think so. I think OKC's head and foot above these guys. I just don't see. I love Luka and LeBron, but first of all, LeBron's a lot older now, and let's face it, Luka doesn't play any defense. And if you don't bring someone else who's gonna play defense, you're gonna be running a short lineup, and this will get eaten up by any other team that has a bunch of bigs, especially a team that always is trying to get offensive rebounds like OKC. They have a guy like that in Hartenstein who goes and gets offensive rebounds, who's relentless to go get rebounds. And if you have a shorter lineup, they're just gonna get all type. Matter of fact, the other day when they played New York, you guys were getting offensive rebounds on them like crazy.
Yeah, but
you guys weren't winning because you guys weren't making shots, but
we're one of the best offensive rebounders in the league.
Yeah, no. So is OKC, because they got that guy.
Yeah.
So I don't see it. Unless, like you said, they get a big. JaVale McGee comes to mind. If you want to maybe go try to get John Collins, that'd be a nice pickup. Just an anchor. Maybe one of the No, I don't think they're willing to give him away. Iguanagu from Atlanta, or Clint Capella. Clint Capella. Maybe you can get Clint Capella. I don't know, but you need an anchor. You need an anchor because you don't have that right now.
Maybe get Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard feels like a king over there. I don't think he wants to come back over here and be the missing piece.
Well, the Lakers have always done this. They've always gotten stars. They've always traded for stars. This is how they do business. They got it with Shaq one time. They got, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Will Chamberlain. They just make some cliches to make sure that stars are at play in LA, because this is just how they do it. I don't think it's going to be immediate success, but I think it's going to definitely work out in the long run. I don't know if LeBron's going to have to restructure his contract, but they cannot continue to play him as a max contract player and expect to contend with Luka's contract in there now.
And then with the contract that he might have coming up in a couple years from now as well.
So a few weeks
We're
ago,
talking about like what? What did they say? What was they say the max? The super max was like 400, almost 400. It's insane.
well,
Contract's insane.
LeBron knows that he's in his last legs. If he wants to make the sacrifice, stay in LA and win, this is what he's gonna have to do. He can't, because he could easily opt into to another year, getting paid 40 or 50 million, whatever it is. But
If LeBron is just trying to,
I think he should cut that in half. That way they can make some roster moves in the offseason. Because right now, I just don't see anything. With 3 days left in the deadline, I don't see them being able to do it very much, except, bare veteran minimum and a few little, role players. But that's about it.
yeah, because you don't really have another major contract. The only other contract is Reeves that just signed.
Unless Mr. Hayes over there has some newfound life who nobody knows about,
Hayes is good, but not for 30 minutes. I could see him in foul trouble. You don't have another big. You don't have a backup big.
Now, the saving grace for the Lakers is that there's not that many bigs that they have to go against. Just not many. So they'll also be able to survive the playoffs. It's just when you get to the deeper rounds, it's going to be an issue. Probably, actually, I'll see them get past it.
I would say Dallas has a lot of bigs that could bother them, and so does, like I said, what happened there.
Don't know. I think that shit is glitching, but it's still there.
Okay, and I think also maybe, yeah, OKC. Like I said, OKC, especially because they'll have Chet back as well. I think that'll also make the lineup even taller.
That's just two teams. There's not many guys that they have to fear in the West come playoff time.
We also got Minnesota,
Not really.
who runs a big lineup as well
Not really.
with Gobert.
It's not a big lineup. That's just one guy.
And
Julius is 6'10" or 6'8".
well, I don't think they have a guy who rebounds on the Lakers
They
like
don't.
Julius Randle.
They don't. But LeBron can match up with Randall. And Gobert is nobody to match up with.
Yeah, but you're gonna match up LeBron on him. Man, by the time he goes to try to score, he's gonna be tired as hell.
He ain't going to be asked to score. That's why they got Luka.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm not sold on this only. If you guys give me more, then maybe I'll be intrigued.
I'm just saying that.
Well, I would say intrigued because I am intrigued. This is a dope.
All I'm saying is that they've got to be the new offense in the league now. And number two is that they don't have many opposers that can take advantage of their size disadvantage, I guess. There's just not many. In the East there is, but not in the West. Not like that. So this should be interesting. This should be interesting as the days move on. All right, and then Fox is traded to the Spurs. A power shift here is happening. Do you think this is enough to solidify the new Spurs era? This guarantees you to the playoffs. I think.
This gives you a nucleus with great potential. And I like the fact that, again, they kept Chris Paul, which is big because you keep Chris Paul. Now you can mentor Fox to be more of a point guard. You know what I'm saying? So that he can get the ball to that guy, because that's going to be easy. You get to the lane, you get them, 2 points. 2 points. We're talking about, like, this could be... It has the potential to be like Nash Stoudemire type of like pick and roll. You know what I'm saying?
It could cook. I don't think this is going to fizzle out very quickly. This could cook. The problem is that Fox doesn't have a deep shot to be dynamic enough with. With a player like
but he could definitely get to the paint with the best of them.
Yeah, but when you have a paint monster, like a dominance in the paint, you need a dominance or semi-dominance in the wing, in the perimeter. Fox is not that.
But running a pick and roll, that's going to be tough to stop.
That's going to be deadly. But it could be deadlier if only Fox had a deeper shot. Pause. But this is going to work. They're going to end up in the playoffs like this.
Hell yeah! And then I said you got a vet, Chris Paul. Chris Paul's your vet.
They shouldn't lose
pieces around that too.
They shouldn't lose more than 12 to 15 games after this trade. That's how good they should be. I think they should be able to go 25 and 15 or something like that.
Yeah, to me they go
25 and 15 for the rest of the league.
We can start I think eventually we'll start putting them in the rankings.
We'll see. They better. Popovich ain't back yet. He has health issues, but I'm sure they're in good hands. They've got, like you said, a nice little nucleus.
I don't know. Ever since everybody was calling Wemby soft for some reason, I don't know. He started going off. I've seen him get a lot of rebounds and a lot of blocks lately.
Be cool, nigga.
I don't think so. He looked pretty shitty just last Saturday ago. But good things are coming. Good things are coming. I guess it was good Clippers.
Clippers? That was Saturday? I don't think that was Saturday.
A Saturday ago.
Oh, Saturday ago.
So, I see good things coming, but they need more of a perimeter threats. They don't have enough shooters to contend, so that's their problem. But they can still make moves. They got enough young pieces and draft picks to add on to that. Maybe a Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler with these three, it's NBA Finals. It's NBA Finals. If you give Miami Heat, who loves these kind of tenacity kind of guys that hustle and whatever and can spot up and shoot a little bit, I think this would be the move for Jimmy Buckets now. Fox, Hemi, and Wemby in San Antonio with Rodman and
all the other stuff you got.
And that's NBA Finals ready right there.
You got Keldon Johnson, you got Devin Vassell, you got the young kid, the rookie. He's nice. He's decent for right now. And that's just his rookie year, so.
But I think it's
gonna be interesting.
I think this was a pretty fair trade. The Bulls got what they wanted was draft picks, a bunch of them. They got 3 and 3. They got 3 first rounders, 3 second rounders. The Kings get Zach LaVine so they can reshuffle in a different way with Sabonis, and the Spurs get De'Aaron Fox so they can reshuffle it away with Wemby. Mm-hmm. But the Lakers, they put themselves in a weird situation where they can't do nothing now, but they could definitely do something later. Meanwhile, the Mavs did something where they could do something now, but they can't do much later. So out of everybody that made a trade thus far in the blockbuster keys is that the Lakers...
To me, this makes some more sense.
The Lakers fleeced the Mavericks off their future. Mm-hmm. A guy who just took you to the NBA Finals a few months ago. A guy who's took you to the Western Conference Finals. A guy who's a 5-time First Team All-Pro, and All NBA. It just doesn't make any sense to the Mavs. Only time will tell. We can't speculate too much, but this has got to be one of the biggest robberies because they only got a first-round pick, Max Christie and
Davis for 2 years.
Anthony Davis for 2 years. if he stays healthy. That 2 years might be a year. That's about a year and a quarter maybe. So that's that. That's the league right now. Like I said, there's 3 days left in the trade deadline. So let's see what under maneuvers going. I'm thinking Henry Butler is the next name.
Jimmy, yeah.
It's the next name. You've got to think so.
It's got to be Jimmy, or I'm thinking Dark Horse. Well, not Dark Horse. I would say Dark Horse because I'd say I'm sure that he's on everybody's radar, and that's Vucevic.
Well, to our viewers, we've read a post where apparently Himi is not okay with getting traded to the Golden State Warriors. So scratch that possibility out the list. Even though it makes sense to a lot of us, for some reason it don't make sense to Jimmy.
But at the same time, he don't have a no trade clause, so it could still happen.
So we're looking at better scenarios. I'm thinking this is the Spurs. I don't see how it cannot work. People are saying Durant for Jimmy Butler. I could see that because Durant ain't going nowhere over there in OKC.
What do you mean OKC?
I mean not OKC
The Phoenix.
in Phoenix in Buns. He ain't doing shit over there.
Yeah, they ain't doing shit, bro. I agree. It's time to break that up. I don't even know if they won this game tonight and they played Portland. I know Portland's playing a little bit better, but Portland shouldn't be beating teams like the Phoenix Suns.
Fuck Portland.
Talk that sass, nigga. Talk that.
So I pray they won this game because it's not looking good. The mix of players is not looking good. Seems like they grabbed a bunch of offensive talent, but they don't realize in the NBA, nigga, you could be really good talented wise as far as offense goes and be able to score, but you're not going to be able to score every night. And you got to hang your hat on defense, rebounding, maybe getting, a little more playmaking, get your teammates involved more instead of you thinking that you got to score all the time, because there's just days where it's not going to be your day and you might have a tough matchup and you just got to play smart.
Man, fuck the Portland Trailblazers. They don't even matter.
No, I'm just saying.
They don't even matter.
I'm talking about Phoenix.
Phoenix don't matter either.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Might as well just go ahead and break it up.
They don't matter either. They don't matter. The as far as I'm concerned, the Mavs don't matter no more. They could say the defense wins all whatever they want to, but Kyrie Irving ain't gonna lead you nowhere, and neither is Anthony Davis.
They're not gonna get far, but they'll make the playoffs.
I don't think they're gonna make the play-in. Is what they're gonna make. They're gonna make the play-in, not the playoffs.
In the West?
In the West.
The West sucks.
They just got worse while the Lakers just got better.
Yeah,
a lot better.
Yeah, but the West sucks, bro.
The West does suck, bro. So what?
So what? It means that even though Dallas ain't gonna be great, they're gonna be pretty good.
They're not gonna be pretty good. They're gonna be pretty ugly. And let me tell you something. The Lakers are gonna make the 6th seed, and they're gonna shock some people. Just watch. Just watch. I fucking hate the Lakers, and now my worst nightmare is over. It's just the LeBron James era is over, and it still is. But the Luka era just began, and now it's in LA. Why? That's a nightmare for me. I thought the Lakers were going to be shitty for a little while until they found a new superstar later on in the draft. No. Mark Cuban goes out there and gives them 1 first-round pick, accepts 1 first-round pick, and it just makes no sense. How did the Lakers get so lucky? The Knicks will never get this lucky. How did the Lakers get so lucky? It makes no sense.
LeBron gets that lucky.
Yep. All right, so we got some what the fuck stats here, okay?
What the fuck?
This is ridiculous. LeBron James has played against 35% of all players that have played in the NBA.
What the fuck?
In the entire history of the NBA.
What the fuck?
That is crazy. Here's another one.
What the fuck?
Since 2003, only 6 quarterbacks from the AFC have reached the Super Bowl. In the same time, 19 quarterbacks have made it from the NFC. That is crazy.
What the fuck?
The AFC plays no games. That's what we have to put up with this whole time. All right. So let's talk some football, shall we? So we're gonna talk about the Senior Bowl and what we saw, what caught our eyes, what you got over there before we go to the what we think is the best players in college football? What did you see that caught your eye?
Okay, so I didn't go by the performances that I saw at the Senior Bowl because I don't think the Senior Bowl means much. I think it's good, just to show, like, if you were, let's say, a first round pick, and you just go out there and boss it up, do your job, like you maintained it and you've added more money to it. So I do like the Senior Bowl, and I watch it and all that, but I'm saying, like, I gotta go by also what you do during the season.
All right.
So these are people from the Senior Bowl, but these are also people that I've done film work on, and that's the wide receiver from Miami, Xavier Restrepo. I think he's tough. He's tough. He is 5'11", but he's about 205. He's a big dude as far as, like, his weight. So he breaks tackles. He creates separation on most of his routes. He has all the route tree, and he caught 69 passes. So that tells me one thing. He touches the ball a lot. They try to get him the ball a lot.
And what route do you think you project he's going?
Could be between the second and third round. That's pretty much where I got him at. Then I have Harold Fannin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Harold Fannin, Jr. He had 117 receptions. Now, mind you, this is Bowling Green, so I'm sure, like, they don't have that much talent. But every time I watched him against, like, big time competition, he showed out. He's a natural catcher of the ball. He has a history in the background of, like, of being a running back before this, so he's good at the catch and run. I think his route tree is pretty damn good too. He's tough, man. He's tough. He's 6'4". 6'4". Let me see where I got it at. He's 6'4", 230. So that's my other guy. And then I have a safety from the U. Might be a little biased, but I think he's one of the best safeties that nobody's going to be really talking about. And I think he's going to be a steal because he's going to end up going in that second round. Because once he goes to the combine and he puts up those good numbers athletically, I think that's where his stock will go a lot higher than where it is right now. He had 40 solo tackles, a forced fumble, 5 interceptions, and 6 pass deflections. He's a ball hawk. Then I have Devin Neal. He's a running back. We watched him one time. We sat here and watched him one time. It was Kansas. And he's like small, but he's stocky. He's 215.
He's the school leader in touchdowns. He has 50 touchdowns.
219 carries this year, 126 yards, 1,266 yards, and 16 touchdowns just this year. So, yeah, he's a bowling ball. But he's pretty fast too. He's not the fastest guy out there, but he's not that slow either. I would say like 4.55. And it's good enough for him because he's stocky. He's going to be able to break a lot of tackles. I think he's going to be a steal as well. I don't know, after what they saw Saquon do, I'm pretty sure in the draft, the value of the running back will be a lot more now. So hopefully he goes somewhere in that second round as well. Makuba is, to me, a first-round talent that'll go somewhere in the second, and someone will get a steal.
Why is he going to go as the second?
That's just a projection right now. I'm just looking at the projection stuff. Not mine. I'll do my mock draft. We'll do that too. Don't worry. I'll make sure to do that as well.
Well, I don't really care much for college football, guys. I only care about it during draft season, to be honest with you. It's not because I'm a Florida State fan. They were undefeated last year, and I still didn't give a fuck. I prefer talent. I don't know how this is gonna make sense because he's right. The Senior Bowl really doesn't matter. Sometimes it messes up your draft board. So does the combine. The combine messes up your draft board. I've always heard that the best draft board is the one immediately after the college season is over because that's the most accurate one by production, what you see on tape. However, here I have what I gathered so far, people that impressed me from the Senior Bowl, and I didn't watch a second of highlights from the Senior Bowl.
Finish it.
So I'm gonna lie here.
They don't even have them though. They don't even have the highlights. I looked it up.
Well, even then, I didn't see a second of the Senior Bowl, so I'm gonna lie here. I'm gonna show you what I learned from the Senior Bowl, even though I didn't watch it. Okay.
Be cool, nigga.
So there's some wide receiver from TCU called Jack Beck, who was a game MVP. Apparently, this man excels at contested catches, and he's physical. How fast he is, we won't know till the combine.
He's tall.
That put my eye on him. That's a Raven kind of receiver right there. So we'll fuck with that.
Give me a hell yeah.
Then another guy who somewhat impressed was QB from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. And if your last name is Dart, I would hope you'd be a good quarterback. I didn't see shit. I'm pretending to know that I learned that this man extends plays, pushes the ball down the field, and he's Ole Miss all-time leading passer, so he surpassed Eli Manning, okay? I don't know who the fuck Jackson Dart is. I don't know. I've never heard of him in my entire life. But apparently this is a quarterback you might want to, you know what I'm saying, watch out for because his last name is Dart. Not because he did anything, extends plays. It's just because his last name is Dart. And then the D-line. LSU, Savion Jones. That guy I did know about. Okay? He's impressive. He has a good first move. Arkansas's Landon Jackson. And then UCLA's Olu Oladejo. So D linemen are prime and premium right now. If you want, they're not going to be no Aaron Donald, but this is the highest graded draft with D linemen in a very long time. These guys are absolute monsters.
To mention, you got an edge and Mike Green. You got a defensive tackle and Walter Nolan from Jackson Dart School. You have Smell Mondin Jr. from Georgia. He looks like a stud. He looks like somebody who's gonna be able to run very well at the combine as well. Malachi Moore, free safety from Alabama. Man, they got a lot of talent here. Guys, I know Jalen Milroe might not be the best quarterback. But I think if you took him somewhere between the 4th or 5th round, I feel like if they take him 4th or 5th round, they can develop him. I think he has the potential to be another good quarterback in the NFL.
Well, Abdul Carter from Penn State, the guy that they say is number one overall. I disagree. He has a draft grade of 93.
That's the number one on the board, yeah.
Travis Hunter is a draft grade of 95. They got this wrong. He's supposed to be a draft grade of 95. Okay? And then you get everybody else out here.
I can't agree with that either. The for Ashton Genty.
Yeah, that's way too high.
I'd rather go with the talented cornerback from Michigan, Will Johnson.
But there's also a defensive
you got
back.
James Pierce. Nah, I don't. Yeah.
Where's the defensive back from Notre Dame?
And then where's Cam? Oh no, that's just going by the. Okay, you're going by the exact position.
Xavier Watts. That's what it is. Xavier Watts.
You see where they got Makuba?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sebastian Castro, that's my cousin. And then Yeah, Xavier Watts, I will take him in the second round. That way we have because we got the best safety in the league right now. We want a free safety with him.
All I seen the whole season was Makuba make plays. On
Cam
on
Ward
Texas.
and Shador Sanders are not even the top 25. It's just that they're quarterback, so you have to draft them that high. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
All right, Shador Sanders number 17. Where's Cam Ward? Damn, they got Shador Sanders over Cam Ward.
The fact that they go D-line over
right there.
over Kelvin Banks.
17 and 18.
Kelvin Banks is like, he probably gonna be like all pro.
Yeah, so we'll see. We got I think.
I'm definitely gonna do some, not scattering reports, but I'm just gonna do a little viewing on that, on the low lights and stuff.
I don't know shit about college football, bro. I only know the rules and some of the most famous teams. I don't know no players. I don't know how many recruits the Florida State Seminoles have. I don't know if they're 2-star, 3-star, 8-star, no star. I don't know shit. I just wait till draft day, on draft or towards draft season, and when draft season comes, pause. I look at the highlights and see what I'm looking for, what's around, and what's available, and work my way through like that. But this is the kind of shit here that pisses me off the most. This is just the richer get richer. Fuck it, you might as well give.
How did the rich get richer? They got one ring in all that time that LeBron's been on that team, and they got Luka, and we don't know what the hell that's gonna amount to.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember these words. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. He's a Celtics fan. He has no idea that I've been waiting fucking 37 years for one ring. He's like, oh, they only got one ring. Broski, the Lakers are supposed to at least suck for 20 years straight before they win another one. They just guarantee that's not going to happen with Luka.
That's how their organization is ran though. You said yourself. They always have stars.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have come this cheap.
Nah, you're right. That's damn sure.
It should not have come this cheap. Okay?
You're right about that.
Half the houses, I don't even know where he's going to fucking live. Half the place is burnt down. Half the place is burnt down.
Cool, nigga.
They got no real estate. All they got is ash to sell this land. Luka, you went to Hollywood ashland right now. There's nothing but, I mean, I don't know how there's trees but no houses. But that's just the way it works. But how the fuck did they only have to give up one first rounder and Anthony Davis and Max Christie? Who the fuck is Max Christie?
That's what
Who the fuck is Max Christie, man? One first round pick. One. Just one. One first round pick.
in AD.
And you get Luka, one of the most generational greatest players of all time, and he happens to be white.
Goddamn white boy.
That just pisses me off. This is not supposed to happen to the Lakers. They're supposed to go through a bad time for at least 10, 20 years. At least. This is not fair. And this came out of nowhere. It's not like shit was going to be going down. But this shit literally just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was crazy. Because I was like, he said, Luka to the Lakers? And we was like, nah, stop playing, man. You wish. And then.
Because I never in a million years would I think that Dallas would. Nobody did.
No.
Would do that.
And definitely not for that. If I was going to do this trade would have had to come with like
8 first round picks, motherfucker.
Jason Tatum, You know what I'm saying? Like you had to give me like Jason Tatum and some picks. Fuck that. I don't like
Negro, I'm playing horse with a Hollywood sign. You give me the H and the O, 8 first round picks, one of the Kardashians' fucking number, and a brand new Ferrari.
Maybe not. That's cursed.
No.
That's cursed with dudes.
All that shit
That's cursed with dudes.
for Luka Doncic. So whenever I go to LA, because remember, they're cursed already. They're the ones burning down to the ground. I'm in Dallas.
That's cursed with dudes.
If I
We
was
don't want
Dallas,
that.
I would definitely do that trade. You want me to take Anthony Davis off your hand? I got you. Who the fuck is Max Christie? Put him in there. Put him in there. First round picks. No, picks. Plural. Picks. Give me like 20 of them.
Alright.
10. 8. Done. You see what I'm saying? That's how I went for 20. He said 5. I said 10. He said 9. I said 8. He said 8. Done. 8 first round picks. That's how you do it. You don't just accept one.
Facts.
And then what you do is you add some sugar to it. You give them, you get yourself a nice little condo, a vacation home, something, or where a vacation home used to be at in Malibu. Just because it's burnt down don't mean it don't cost money still. You go ahead and try to get a burnt down place in Malibu. I bet you it still costs you millions of dollars. That's what you do. You don't do it for first round pick Anthony Davis and a motherfucker nobody knows called Max Christie. Man, fuck out of here.
Fatality.
All right, y'all. We're gonna log out. Appreciate y'all very much. We're gonna be there tomorrow night on TikTok. Is the same Pressure Podcast Live. This is the Pressure Podcast. It means to perform, react, and do using strategies in sports under rigorous environments, motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah.
We're here on YouTube live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at midnight. Thursday, we will recap the NBA, see what else we've learned after the trade deadline. And Saturday, we will make our picks, our predictions for the Super Bowl, for the cell games, baby.
Appreciate the viewers.
Appreciate the viewers.
Finish
Leave
him.
a like, please subscribe, comment. And if you'd like, this is the Pressure Podcast, the only podcast reviewer have say. I could give you a link. I'll send you a link, put it on the chat so we can put you on a little screen right here. Hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. Appreciate y'all.
Fatality.